Hello, Paul. So I thought that it would be easy to upload a video every week, but it turns out it's pretty difficult. But I really didn't want to stop making these videos, so here we are. It's a little bit late at night. My baby is finally asleep, and my schoolwork is done for the most part for tonight. And anyway, I wanted to talk about how it was for me learning Tagalog, and maybe give some tips for people who want to learn. So it was a really I would say it's a very easy language to learn because people are so friendly and encouraging. And for example, for me, anytime I said anything, people were like, magaling po kayo, wow, sobrang magaling ka, and things like that. And which means you're just really talented. And I would just say good morning, which is magandang umaga po. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, you're fluent. It's amazing. And people are just very impressed easily, which I think really helps when you're trying to learn a language. When people are very encouraging, it's super helpful, and that's part of the culture in the Philippines, to be very welcoming and encouraging. When people are trying something, I noticed that there are some nonverbal communication things in the Philippines, a lot actually. They point with their lips, which is kind of funny. If you're where is something, they can say don lang or jen lang, but then they'll go, And then something I thought was really fun, and I noticed I started doing it myself, was when they want to say yes, they raise their eyebrows like this. So this is yes. And I think it's because the word for yes is oo, which literally goes like this, oo, in the pitch, it goes up and down, like the eyebrows. Or if you're being formal, you say opo, because it has a po is the way you make things formal in Tagalog. So it just goes opo, like the eyebrows. So I wonder if that's where that came from. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that was another fun thing. There's only 5 vowel sounds. It's just a, e, o, u. And there are good ways to practice these. There are fun songs you can sing, kids songs that they sing in the Philippines. And I can talk about what those are in another video. Those are pretty fun. But I would say just learning, listening to a lot of kids' music is a really good way to start learning. If you're curious, I was a missionary, so I was learning mostly religious vocabulary at the beginning, so that I could do the missionary work. But you could start with things that are more everyday, food is a really big part of the culture and their life. So you can start by learning about all the different types of Filipino foods. And maybe you could look up recipes in Tagalog. You could do one of the main foods adobo or sinigang. Adobo, most people know. It's a marinated chicken dish, slow cooked dish with a soy sauce and garlic and vinegar and sugar, I think. I actually have not made it myself. This is terrible, but I want to make it because I love it. I just didn't live with many Filipinas when I was, because we always had companions as missionaries, but we were assigned to different people. And I only had 2 Filipina companions on my mission, briefly. And so there wasn't like, and they said that they weren't not like big like cookers, so like they didn't know how to make the like classic things yet. So I did most of the cooking. I mean, one of them, she knew how to make a lot of stuff, but we were just like eating really cheaply. So we mostly made like omelets and those types of things, you know, like I did learn how to make tortang talong, which is like an eggplant omelet. And I learned like how to do it the Filipino way, where you like get the eggplant and then you like sear it on the open flame, and then you like you peel back the burnt part, right? And then you flatten it in the pan, and then you crack the eggs in and like the meat if you want and other stuff. And it's amazing. But yeah, I am like going on a little tangent from learning the language. Experiencing the food is a great way, I think, to start learning the language, because then you'll learn about lots of different ingredients and you'll practice like pronouncing different things. And then when you go there, you can more easily like get things that you want to eat because people will know what you want. Yeah, something I noticed with language learning also is you really need to just be brave and talk to people. And you don't have to be in the Philippines to do this. You can have immersive experiences just by finding somebody that speaks the language, like Tagalog, or like one of the other languages of the Philippines. There are actually a lot of languages and dialects. The main one I experienced, so like I had a companion that was, she spoke Bisaya, and I only learned like a tiny bit of Bisaya, but she spoke Bisaya. And then I had another companion that spoke Waray, but I learned like none. I learned like, yeah, so that was sad. But I was only with her for like 4 weeks, so it was a little difficult. We were focused on other things. But yeah, you can choose whichever one you want to learn. But Tagalog is the national language. So it's a good one to start with for sure if you're going to go visit, which you should. What else? I'm trying to think. Like what things make it easier to learn the language? Practice the sounds all the time, like in the shower, you know, just walking around town. I don't know, whatever you're doing in your car or like on your bike, wherever you are, just practice making the sounds. Because like for me, as an American, like as a native English speaker, the hardest sounds for me were like the NGA sound. Like when you say singing, the sound, they have that at the beginning of a lot of words or like in the middle. So then you have to be able to say that sound with a vowel afterward, like nga or nge or ni or ngo or ngu. And like even now, like it feels strange again in my mouth because I'm not practicing regularly. So I should do that. I should practice every day. But anyway, like for example, it's very useful. The name, the word for name is pangalan, pangalan. So if you want to say, what's your name? You say, ano po ang pangalan ninyo, or ano po ang pangalan mo, or ano ang pangalan mo, if you're being not formal. And I guess some people just say ano ang name nyo, ano ang name mo. So you can use name also, but I think it's nicer to use pure Tagalog is what they would call it. And yeah, it just shows you show respect to the people and the culture, because part of the culture, of course, in some places, people mix a lot of Tagalog and English, and they call it Taglish. And I experienced that in my mission in Laguna, because I was in I lived most of my mission in San Pablo area, but in the Laguna province, because the Philippines is made up of provinces, and Anyway, uh, there was a lot of pure Tagalog speakers, but there were definitely still people that mixed the two. But there were also people that did not know many English words at all. But it depends on your education. They do lots of English in school in the Philippines. Absolutely, they do. But it's, you know, it's different, of course. Like it's like speaking English words in a Tagalog grammar structure is quite common. Yeah, like the best example I can think of is like we would say in prayers, we would say, for please bless us, we'd say like, Paki bless niyo po kami. It's like, please bless us. At least that's what my like first companion would say, and I think there's a lot of other examples of that. But anyway, something you have to get used to with the Tagalog language is there's a lot of like the parts of the sentence change depending on what the focus of the sentence is. So like, yeah, how do I explain that? It's a little tricky. You just need to learn like you need to memorize like what the different like markers are, because there's ang, which is like the like main focus marker, and then there's nung, and then there's like sa. Anyway, there's like focus and then not focus, and then like the object or like the receiver. And anyway, the different things in the sentence can kind of like move around depending on what you're trying to emphasize. So I think it's fun, but if you come from like the English language or any language where it's always subject verb or verb subject, then it can be weird if like it's subject object verb or verb object subject or something like that, right, where it changes. So yeah, if you're more visual, you can like have like, there are like charts I'm sure online of this. But I think the best place to start is just by learning a few of the different like verb conjugations, or like, yeah, it's like for example, one of them is like so like for example, if you're saying like, I hope, you can say umaasa ako, and the is like part of, it's like something that you add to the verb to make it so you just have to add it to the verb to conjugate it, but then it makes it so that you are the subject, you are the main focus of the sentence. Like, I hope, rather than like, you hope something, or something is hopeful to like for you or someone else. Anyway, yeah, maybe that was badly explained, but you can do more research on that. I would just start with like a few like helpful verbs, and then you can continue to build them. Yeah, I think NAG is pretty helpful. Nag, yeah, that's a pretty helpful one. That's like a subject focus driven one. But yeah, you could find a textbook, or you could just look up some more YouTube videos on like specifically like focus markers and stuff like that. Or you could just start listening to some music and looking up roots of the words, because if you know the root, then it's much easier to figure out what the word actually means. Like my favorite example of this is still mai paliwanag. Mai paliwanag is like to explain something, but it literally means to make something bright, because liwanag is like light. So when you say my paliwag, bleh, sorry, my paliwanag, it means to enlighten, right? Which is beautiful, I think. Why do we even use the word explain? I don't know. I think enlighten is a beautiful word. But yeah, you will find as you learn Tagalog, you will just feel a deeper connection to the culture and the people, and it's a lot of fun. So happy language learning, and yeah, I will try to have something together again next week. Let me know in the comments like what you would like the next video to be about, like food or transportation or funny cultural things. I thought about doing one about superstitions, but maybe people are tired of that. I don't know. Let me know if you want to hear about them. I have experience with different superstitions in the Philippines, and I think they're a lot of fun. I know that some people take them really seriously, and I think like that's also a beautiful thing. You know, you have to have respect for different cultural beliefs and things that have been passed down through the generations. Something I love about the Philippines is people are so respectful to their elders. In America, we've kind of lost, and like the West, we've lost a lot of respect for our ancestors and our elders and like the wisdom and knowledge that they have. So it's really beautiful when a culture like reveres elderly people and what they have to share with the following generations. I'd also love to talk about like just like daily living in the Philippines, like what it's like how people live in general. I guess that can vary a lot, but like what I observed and just, I don't know, my favorite cultural aspects. Yeah, there's so many things I would love to talk about. So, but I would like to know what people are most interested in, because then I can start with, I can organize, you know, what I talk about first and then next and later. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. If you watched to the whole end of this video, then props to you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I just want to say that I'm so grateful for you watching and caring about the channel. Yeah, for me it means a lot. I really want to grow this channel so that it can reach more people who, like I said, are either interested in going to the Philippines and don't know where to start to prepare, or people that just like miss their home country and just want to like reminisce about it, or like hear about things that are dear to them, like their native language and stuff like that. Because I'm also displaced, you know, I moved from America to Sweden, and it can feel really like lonely and make you like miss your home culture when you're in another place. And I've met so many Filipinos like all over the world, so they're really like a global people, and I can just imagine that they do miss their home country sometimes. And it's nice to have like reminders of all the amazing things that they have left behind, you know, that really they haven't left behind because they're still in their hearts, you know. So anyway, nagpapasalamat po ako talaga. I'm really genuinely grateful to you all. So thank you. Bye now.